Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Okemute. If it's your first time here, hey you, thank you so much for joining us today. As you can already tell by the title of today's video, it's going to be a makeup tutorial. So I'm just going to go ahead and prep my lid. I'm going to be starting with my eyeshadow today, and I'm going to be using the Too Faced concealer. I don't know why that is refusing to focus. There you go. So this is it. I'll be using the Too Faced concealer, and I have it in the shade Mocha. I don't know why my voice sounds a bit weird today, you guys. I'm not feeling too good, but I'm trying to get out of, whatever it is I'm feeling by trying to film today. So let's hope this works well. We're going to go ahead and set that with the Hudabeauty setting powder in the shade Kunafa, and I'll be using this puff that I got off Shein to apply that. Alright, so now that that is done, we're moving on to eyeshadow, and I'm doing something really soft and simple today because I'm going to be wearing a bold lip today. I know it's been so long since I wore a bold lip. I'm a nude lip girl any day, anytime, but for some reason today I feel like it. So the eyeshadow palette I'm going in with is from Juvias place, and this is the Nubian palette, and I'm just going to be using this brown shade right here. So that's pretty much it for this transition shade. Now I'm going in with the same setting powder that we used earlier, and I'm just going to use that to blend the edges of this out. And you guys just excuse the background noise. I think at this point you guys should be used to having background noise in my videos because the babies. Alright, so we're going to move on to the color on the lid, and for that I'm going to be prepping my lid first, and this is the MAC. I think it's called Paint Pot, and I have this one in the shade Painterly. So we're just going to go ahead and apply that first. I'm going to be using my fingers. I'm just using this so that whatever color I apply on the lid will pop better. So I just took a little of that using my fingers. I'm going to spread that on my lid. So for the color on the lid, I'm going in with the same Nubian by Juvias Place eyeshadow palette that I've been using, and I'm going to be using this shade right there, this one. I don't think this is the color that I was going for, but I'm too lazy to go look for another eyeshadow palette, so we're just going to have to work with this. Now we're just using the transition shade to blend everything in, just to feather the edges of that out so that we do not have no harsh lines. That's pretty much it for the eyeshadow, but because I'm feeling a bit extra today and I want to add a bit of oomph to this look, I'm feeling like we should add a bit of pigments to it. I hope this turns out great because usually I use glitter for this step, but I can't seem to find the glitter that I want to use today. So I'm going to be going in with a pigment, and this one is from Luzta Cosmetics. I'm going to have it written in I'm going to have the link, written in my description box just in case you're interested. To apply that, I'm going in with my NYX glitter primer, and we're just going to be using a little bit of this. I have a bit of that on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to twirl that in with my fingers, apply just a little bit all over the center because that's the area that I'm focusing that on. And now with the pigment, you want to use just a little of this and dust off all the excess. I hope it shows up because yeah, okay, not too bad. You're using a fluffy brush for this step, you guys, and not too much of the pigment as well. Let's go ahead and do the same thing on the other eye. So that looks great. We'll go ahead and line with the Kiko Milano gel liner, and this is a black gel liner. So I moved on to do my lashes as well, and the lashes I used today are from AliExpress as per usual. We're just going to move on to the rest of the face. I'm going to be taking out the excess oil that we have going on with this clean tissue. We're going to be priming with the Dior Backstage Primer. By the way, my skin is already moisturized. That's the first thing that I do when I come out of the shower. In case you're wondering if I didn't moisturize before applying the primer, yes, I already did that immediately I came out of the shower. Moving on to foundation. The foundation I'm using today is from NYX, and this is their Can't Stop Won't Stop, and I have this one in the shade Deep Reach. Just spreading out the foundation first with the same brush that I used to apply my primer. Now we'll go ahead and blend all of that in with this beauty sponge from Shein. We're moving on to highlights with the Too Faced concealer, the same shade that I used earlier, Mocha. While we leave this to dry down, I'm going to be going in with my blush, and for that I'm using my NYX Sweet Cheeks in the shade Bombshell. That looks good. We're going to go ahead and blend in the concealer. To brighten the under eye a little bit, I'm going in with another shade of Too Faced concealer, and this one is in the shade Butterscotch. I'm going to be going back into the blush and just add a little. Blending the blush all the way into the highlight on this corner. Now we're going to go ahead and set all of that with the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. Moving on, we're going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder in the shade Toffee, and I'll be using this puff just to set all of the highlighted areas. Before I go ahead and set that, I'll go in with my beauty sponge and smoothing all the creasing. Now we'll go over that with the Hudabeauty setting powder. we move on to bronzer, and I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty bronzer in the shade Mocha. I'm going to be applying this directly on my cheekbone, kind of like on top of the blush. We're using the same bronzer to contour my nose. Now we'll go ahead and set the blush with this blush palette from e.l.f. and I have it in the shade dark. I'm going to be using this shade on the right. Now we go ahead and set the rest of the face with the L'Oreal Infallible foundation powder. I have this one in the shade Deep Amber. I'm going ahead to bake the under eye and kind of like add a bit of structure to the sides of my nose. Now we move on to brows, and for that I'm using my Maybelline Ultra Slim Brow Pencil in the shade Black Brown. My brows are pretty full at the moment, but I think I want to leave them to grow out a little bit more. I just realized that my forehead is peeling so bad. I just started using my retinol, and I think my skin is peeling, which is pretty much normal when you're using retinol. So my brows are done. I went ahead to use my Elegant concealer in the shade Toast to clean that up, and as we can see, they're full and not at its finest, but we're going to manage it. So moving on, we're going to be dusting off the excess powder under the eye just in one swipe. I lied, we're going to go one more time, so I'll say 2 swipes. So now we're going in with the powder puff, and we'll just blend in all the excess powder. Going back in with the same Maybelline Fit Me powder. Going back in with the same Maybelline Fit Me powder that we used earlier. I'm going to go in with a little bit of that. And we'll just go back into the under eye and blend that in. Now we're going back in with the face powder that we used earlier and another puff, and we'll just take a little bit of the powder and then use it to blend the edges of this in, take it across the nose, blend the other edge in, and keep doing that till we do not see no more hash lines. Alright, so moving on to the part that I've been anticipating, you guys. I'm going to be wearing red lips today. I think I already mentioned that, and I'm going to be using 2 shades. I have the Lip Bar Boss Lady and Bloom Box in the shade Ruby. I kind of feel like the only time I've worn red lips that I liked, I used 2 shades. So I'm going to be trying to do that today, and yeah, we're just going to head right into it. The first one I'm going to be using is the Lip Bar Boss Lady, and I'm kind of just going to be using this one at the outer corner. Let's get right into it. Now let's go ahead and top that with a Bloom Box Ruby lipstick. The lips are done and I think I like it. I'm just going to go ahead and line my waterline with this Absolute New York black liner. And some mascara for the bottom lashes. We're pretty much done, and I'm just going to finish off with my powder brush and my powder and just make sure that everything is well blended and really nice. I'm going to add a little bit more blush. Alright you guys, so that's pretty much it. I'll just go ahead and get my hair together and I'll be right back with you guys. So that pretty much brings us to the end of today's video. If you made it to this point, thank you so much for sticking around with me. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to try to have links to all the products that I use written in my description box. The one that I have on Amazon, the one that I can find, sorry, on Amazon, I'll have them in my Amazon storefront, so it will be easy for you to shop the products. So yeah, that pretty much brings us to the end of today's video. Thank you so much for sticking around with me. Do not forget to give this video a huge thumbs up, click on the subscribe button, join the family. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.